Hello, in this video we'll have a look on how to get started with SharePoint Online Management Shell. First of all, we need to download the SharePoint Online Management Shell from the Microsoft Download Center. So we can easily find this downloadable using any search tool. So let's actually download this MSI, and in my case I'm using 64-bit machine, which is most likely the case within your site as well. And installing that one, or downloading that one to the machine, and installation is quite fast. So installer, we just need to accept the license agreement and then click install, and this is now installing the additional commandlets to your machine. And that's it. That was extremely fast. The next step is then start the actual PowerShell command prompt. So let's actually open up that one and test how do we connect to our SharePoint Online tenant. So I'm going to first clear slightly the commandlet, and then we're going to run connect SPO service. And it has a parameter called URL, where we then actually connect to the our whatever is your tenant. So in my case, I'm going to use SPPNP, SharePoint Patterns and Practices, one of our test tenants, and we're going to connect to the admin side of that tenant, because SharePoint Online Management Shell, or SharePoint Online Admin Shell, or SharePoint Online Admin PowerShell is targeted for managing your tenant configurations. So let's connect there. If you do not provide any credentials, it will pop up this URL or web browser kind of way of signing in, and in here I can then provide the needed signing information on Microsoft.com, and let's actually move next, and that will then ask my password. And signing into the tenant. So now, if there would be any multi-factor authentication options and all of those would be running along, or those would be asked as part of that signing process. Now, in here, when we are connected to the tenant, we can absolutely then have a look on what kind of, for example, sites and whatever configurations that we have within this tenant. Now, there's quite a few commandlets available within the SharePoint Online Management Shell, and you can easily see the list of commandlets by running. Let's actually clear this up. Get command and module, and we can do, for example, online here, so we're able to see the list of all of the commandlets related on SharePoint Online. Now, obviously, there's quite a few commandlets, and you can use to get help, to get examples and descriptions of these commandlets, or you can go to the docs.microsoft.com/SharePoint, and that will then show you pretty much this kind of a UI, depending on what else have we actually released in this platform at the time of you're watching the video. In here, you can find a PowerShell reference for SharePoint, and PowerShell reference for SharePoint. We can also find the SharePoint Online commandlets, and clicking that one will redirect you to the introduction side of the description. And in here, we are also able to extend the reference from the left side and then SharePoint Online, and we can see the list of all of the commandlets which are available within the SharePoint Online Management Shell. So as an example, get SPO site, we can then see the description of the get SPO site and the individual parameters and examples of how to use this commandlet. But that's it for this quick video. Thanks for watching.